Cleveland team having to travel, falling victim to the fact that they're in a pretty strong region. I mean, especially with Bradley this year being the #1 team in the state. It's tough. Meanwhile, Ottawa, I mentioned they beat Howard 21-6. Going to dive into the Ottawa scenario about where they will be in the playoffs after our next break. Meanwhile, Silverdale, they're up on CAK. Forgot to mention that one. They're up on CAK 28-21. The McMinn Central game played last night saw a total of 117 points, with Chat Central beating McMinn Central 62-55. McMinn Central will still host. They will host Watertown. Meanwhile, Ray County, they beat East Hamilton 29-28. Once again, we are still waiting on outcomes of other games to get the playoff matchups there. And then in our private school division, games that kicked off at 7:30 in Chattanooga, Baylor's up by 6 touchdowns on Knox Catholic. McCauley's up 28-7 on Lipscomb Academy. And then over in Benton, York Institute leads Polk County 21-12. Stay here. We will keep you updated on all the scores. You can give us a call, 423-614-6499, but you'll have to call on the other side of the break. You are listening to the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. We'll be right back in a quick second.
There's a new flavor. Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Transform your window project with Cleveland Exteriors. High-quality Viwintech windows built to last a lifetime. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional windows. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
When I was a kid, I wanted to run my parents' business. At the time, a furniture store, but now a mattress factory. Now, really, I wanted to be president, but then I didn't like the politics.
Well, I wanted to be an FBI agent, but then I became a mom and realized how passionate I am about sleep. I sleep good because we're taking care of our friends and neighbors.
Well, you have a good mattress, too.
That's a good point.
So I guess for over 44 years now, our recipe for success has been rather simple. Just make the best mattresses that we can, offer them at the best price we can to our loyal customers, and hopefully we'll get some more in the Chattanooga area. Now we're into our 3rd generation of leadership with Kristen and Taylor coming on board.
And it's our dream come true. And that's the legacy that we want to pass down to our 4th generation too.
Mermaid mattress, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
A name and brand that you can trust. Wholesale Supply has been serving the Southeast for over 75 years. Whether you need plumbing, electrical, or HVAC supplies, Wholesale Supply can provide you with the products that you need to complete any job, big or small. Supplying brands such as Kohler, Delta, Rinnai, Progress Lighting, and so many more. With 32 locations across the Southeast, Wholesale Supply is your hometown plumbing, electrical, and HVAC supplier. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us. And remember, Wholesale...
Call 423-614-6499 as we run through these scores again. Last night, Bradley, they beat Bearden 46-14. Bradley will host Westridge next week. Meanwhile, Walker Valley and McMinn County in the region championship game, Walker Valley still leads 10-7. Cleveland, they got the win over Hardin Valley tonight, 29-3. They will travel to Jefferson County next week. You can listen to that game right here on Mix 104.1. Meanwhile, in a battle between 2 teams that did not make the playoffs, Ottawa beats Howard 21-6. Silverdale is up on CAK 28-21. And Chat Central is up on McMinn Central 62-55. Sorry, that game's final. Chat Central beats McMinn Central 62-55. McMinn Central will host Watertown next week. Meanwhile, Ray County, they beat East Hamilton 29-28. Still have some playoff implications to sort out there. With the Walker Valley loss, it could shuffle up the Ray County and East Hamilton standings, as all 3 of those teams will be 3-2 in region play, and it would be a messy 3-way tie where Ray County has beat East Hamilton, East Hamilton's beat Walker Valley, and Walker Valley's beat Ray County. so it would come down to another tiebreaker, which would be overall record. So a lot to determine there. It makes it easy if Walker Valley wins. Ray County would travel to Lenoir City, and East Hamilton would travel to Oak Ridge with a Walker Valley win. With a Walker Valley win, Walker Valley would go to Campbell County, and McMinn County would go to Clinton. And with a Walker Valley loss, it ensues into madness. Baylor's up on Knox Catholic 42-0. McCallie is up on Lipscomb Academy 28-7, and York Institute is up on Polk County 21-12. Give us a call, 423-614-6499. Give us your thoughts on tonight's game. Give us your thoughts on the entire regular season, or give us your thoughts on next week's playoff matchup. Cleveland with the win over Hardin Valley tonight, a game that, Cleveland is supposed to win. Senior night over at Benny Monroe Stadium. And, Cleveland, it's a team they've beat by a lot more before, but they get the win on a 3-game losing streak. It was big to come out and get a win at home on senior night. They win by 26 points, and they ensure their 3 seed in the region. Meanwhile, the big one we're still waiting on is Walker Valley and McMinn County. That game up in McMinn County, it's a region championship game for either one of those schools, and we will let you know whenever we get a score update on that one. Meanwhile, our other local team, Bradley, they beat Bearden 46-14 last night. Bradley goes perfect on the year. They don't really play a close game other than Cleveland. Just domination from the number 1 team in the state, the Bradley Bears. They go 10-0 on the year. They win the region, and they will host Westridge, who is the 4 seed in their opposing region next week. You can listen to that game on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. And you can listen to Walker Valley, whether they play Clinton or Campbell County. You can listen to them on 99.1 The Fiesta. Stick with us tonight. We will get you through this Walker Valley McMinn County game. We will get you through Silverdale, Baylor, McCallie, all the other games in progress, and we will keep you up to date on the latest playoff implications as we get our information. You are listening to the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. We'll be right back after a quick break.
Hardee's 2 for $5 mix and match breakfast bake goodness into your
Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any 2, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
Paula, tell us about how you came to shop at Chattanooga Auto Square.
Well, I was introduced to it from my husband. He purchased his first Range Rover years ago. And then occasionally I'd start asking him if I could start driving it. I would confidently recommend them. I mean, they make you feel like family from the moment you arrive. Being in real estate for like 34 years, you really come to value and appreciate the level of service that Range Rover gives you. Chattanooga Auto Square, luxury lives here.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom.
The summer sales event is on at Cleveland Ford, and I'm here to tell you the car business is back. Cleveland Ford's inventory is back with over 100 new Fords in stock. Discounts are back, so prices are down, interest rates are down, and rebates are up. In addition to all that, Cleveland Ford has up to $2,000 in trade assistance cash available that you can use as a down payment or to pay off your trade. So hurry into Cleveland Ford today, because with all they've got going on, now is the time to buy.
Through the night, we have yet to get a score update on Walker Valley. They still lead 10-7 over McMinn County. That game will determine the winner of that region. But if you're leaving the Cleveland game, if you're a Bradley fan that's somehow out driving, listening to the radio, and want to talk about last night or Bradley's season or the playoff game next week, give us a call, 423-614-6499. Got a few score updates in games we have ongoing. Lipscomb Academy, they've scored back-to-back touchdowns. They now trail McCauley 28-21. Meanwhile, Baylor, they are still up on Knox Catholic 42-0. CAK, they are closing the gap against Silverdale. They trail 35-27. And York Institute leads Polk County 27-12. Recapping the games I've already mentioned, Bradley, they beat Bearden 46-14. Bradley will host Westridge next year. They complete the perfect 10-0 season, ranked number 1 in the state. But a new season starts next week as Bradley starts their playoff run, and it's hard to think that their expectations are anything short of a state title. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, first year under a new head coach, they beat Hardin Valley 29-3 to cap off their 6-4 season. They will go to Jefferson County next week, a tough place to play. Jefferson County had a very good season this year. Meanwhile, I mentioned it earlier, the big game is Walker Valley at McMinn County. Don't have any score updates up there. It's a slugfest as Walker Valley leads 10-7. Walker Valley, they will go to Campbell County with a win. With a loss, they will enter a three-way tie for second place with Ray County and East Hamilton, but Walker Valley has the best record of those three, which is the tiebreaker. So they will they will host Clinton with a win. Meanwhile, Ray County and East Hamilton, that was a big game for seeding. Ray County got the win last night, 29-28. McMinn Central, they finish as the number 2 in their region. They lose their last region game and their last game of the year against Chat Central, 62-55. That offense can put up a lot of points, but when you score 55 and allow 62, you still end up with a loss. They will host Watertown next week up in Inglewood. Meanwhile, give us a call, 423-614-6499, as our Silverdale game goes final. Silverdale beats CAK 35-27. And, we can commentate it. Touchdown York Institute, they increased their lead over Polk County 33-12. So we are keeping you up to date with the live scores. Still nothing on Walker Valley and McMinn County. Actually, we do have something about Walker Valley, McMinn County. McMinn County scores a touchdown in the fourth quarter to retake the lead. They now lead 14-10. We'll see if Coach Aiken's team can get a game-winning drive going as we try and check how much time is left on that one. Meanwhile, give us a call, 423-614-6499. We're going to be here till the end of the Walker Valley game just to see how that one plays out, as they are one of our local teams. But you were listening to the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. I'm Ryan Lovelace, and we'll be right back after a quick break.
The summer sales event is on at Cleveland Ford, and I'm here to tell you the car business is back. Cleveland Ford's inventory is back with over 100 new Fords in stock. Discounts are back, so prices are down, interest rates are down, and rebates are up. In addition to all that, Cleveland Ford has up to $2,000 in trade assistance cash available that you can use as a down payment or to pay off your trade. So hurry into Cleveland Ford today, because with all they've got going on, now is the time to buy.
of coffee, as this Walker Valley game still has 7 minutes and 33 seconds left. McMinn County goes on a 12-play, 83-yard drive to take the lead 14-10 with 7.5 minutes left in this one. Give us a call, 423-614-6499. Talk to us about the Cleveland game. Talk to us about the Bradley game from last night. Talk to us about any game in our area or any game outside of our area. Whatever works for me. Talk about some college football tomorrow. Talk about World Series going on tonight. Just whatever. Give us a call, 423-614-6499. Running through your final scores. Games last night. Bradley, they beat Bearden 46-14. Bradley ends their regular season undefeated, 10-0, ranked number 1 in the state. They will host Westridge next week. You can listen to that one on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. We mentioned Walker Valley, McMinn County, 14-10. McMinn County over Walker Valley, 7.5 minutes left. That's a region championship game. With a loss, Walker Valley will travel to Clinton, or will host Clinton, I apologize. And with a win, they will host Campbell County. Walker Valley is hosting regardless. Cleveland, they get the win over Hardin Valley tonight, 29-3. You probably listened to that one beforehand with Terry Evans and Greg Phillips. They will travel to Jefferson County next week. You can listen to that on Mix 104.1. Ooltewah and Howard. Ooltewah beats Howard 21-6. Neither of those teams going to the playoffs. So congrats on a great season to both those schools. Silverdale, they beat CAK 35-27. That game recently just went final. Need to get some playoff implications out of that one. We'll figure that out on our next break. Implications we do have. Chat Central, they beat McMinn Central 62-55. McMinn Central will host Watertown next week up in Inglewood. Meanwhile, Ray County, they beat East Hamilton last night 29-28. They will either travel to Lenoir City or Oak Ridge, depending on the outcome of the Walker Valley game. Meanwhile, Baylor, they beat Knox Catholic 42-0. That game is still in play, but it is going to be a Baylor win anytime soon. McCallie, they're up on Lipscomb Academy 28-21. And York Institute is up on Polk County 33-12. Give us a call, 423-614-6499. And what I said actually was right. That Baylor game has gone final 42-0. They get the win over Knox Catholic. We can get who they're probably most likely hosting in the playoffs over the next break. Give us a call, 423-614-6499. Talk to us about Bradley finishing off their undefeated season and hosting a playoff game and being ranked number 1 in the state. And, Bears are going to win state. Talk to me about it. Talk to me about Walker Valley, McMinn County. I guess if you're a third-party fan, not at the game, talk to us about that one. And then, give us a call about Cleveland, Hardin Valley. A lot of local teams going to the playoffs, a lot of local teams finishing off a great year. And, we're finishing off our regular season here at Mix 104.1, and we got playoffs next week. So, exciting times here. Exciting times here on the Hardy's Friday Night Blitz. Give us a call, 423-614-6499, after this quick break. You're listening to the Hardy's Friday Night Blitz. I'm Ryan Lovelace. We'll be right back.
There's a new flavor coming out of the Hardy's Craft Kitchen, Nashville. Hardy's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any two, just $5. Hardy's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardy's app.
Transform your window project with Cleveland Exteriors. High-quality Viwintech windows built to last a lifetime. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional windows. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at mayfielddairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
When I was a kid, I wanted to run my parents' business. At the time, a furniture store, but now a mattress factory. Now, I wanted to be president, but then I didn't like the politics.
Well, I wanted to be an FBI agent, but then I became a mom and realized how passionate I am about sleep. I sleep good because we're taking care of our friends and neighbors.
Well, you have a good mattress, too.
That's a good point.
So I guess for over 44 years now, our recipe for success has been rather simple. Just make the best mattresses that we can, offer them at the best price we can to our loyal customers, and hopefully we'll get some more in the Chattanooga area. Now we're into our 3rd generation of leadership with Kristen and Taylor coming on board.
And it's our dream come true. And that's the legacy that we want to pass down to our 4th generation too.
Mermaid mattress, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
A name and brand that you can trust. Wholesale Supply has been serving the Southeast for over 75 years. Whether you need plumbing, electrical, or HVAC supplies, Wholesale Supply can provide you with the products that you need to complete any job, big or small. Supplying brands such as Kohler, Delta, Rinnai, Progress Lighting, and so many more. With 32 locations across the Southeast, Wholesale Supply is your hometown plumbing, electrical, and HVAC supplier. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast.
Walker Valley, they go down. They respond to McMinn County's touchdown. They score one of their own. They retake the lead 17-14, 18-yard touchdown pass from Evan Swartzel, capping off an 11-play drive, and Walker Valley is back in front with 3.5 minutes left to play. They lead McMinn County 17-14 in this region championship game. Give us a call, 423-614-6499. Talk to us about Cleveland. Talk to us about Walker. Talk to us about Bradley. Talk to us about any team in the state of Tennessee or Georgia or surrounding states or America, if that matter. Cleveland, they get the win over Hardin Valley 29-3. They cap off their season with a 6-4 record. They will travel to Jefferson County next week. You can listen to that right here on Mix 104.1. Bradley, they beat Bearden 46-14 last night. They will host Westridge. Bradley, number 1 in the state, 10-0 on the year. They finish out their undefeated regular season. But it's a new season for Bradley. The expectations are a state championship. I think a lot of people will tell you that. Heavy expectations, and in the playoffs, anybody can beat anybody. Ooltewah beats Howard 21-6. Neither of those teams are going to the playoffs. Silverdale, they beat CAK 35-27. McMinn Central falls to Chat Central 62-55. McMinn Central will host Watertown next week. Ray County beats East Hamilton 29-28. Both those teams will be traveling in the playoffs. We're just waiting. For the result of the Walker Valley game to determine who goes where. Baylor beats Knox Catholic 42-0. McCauley and Lipscomb Academy, they are tied 28-28 right now in the fourth quarter. And York Institute is up on Polk County 33-12. Give us a call, 423-614-6499. Slow night here, a lot of Thursday night games, not many callers. But we're going to stick with you as long as possible to determine the end of the Walker Valley and McMinn County game and give us playoff implications for all 4 of those schools, Walker Valley, McMinn, Ray, and East Hamilton. Those are your 4 playoff teams from that region. It's all about seeding now. Walker Valley and McMinn County are going to be the 1 and 2 regardless. It's just about who wins this game is the 1 and will host Campbell County, and who is the 2 and will host Clinton. Meanwhile, for Ray County and East Hamilton, to explain more about the playoff system, if Walker Valley loses, they will enter a 3-way tie with Ray County and East Hamilton, which could switch who Ray County and East Hamilton play because it goes to an overall record tiebreaker. But, if you just stick with us, I can figure all this out and let you know who plays who. Give us a call, 423-614-6499. Our 2 local teams that are set in stone. Bradley, they go 10-0. They'll host Westridge. They win the region. Cleveland, they beat Hardin Valley 29-3. They will travel to Jefferson County. We'll stick with you for the end of this Walker Valley and McMinn County game just to get all these playoff implications sorted out. But as for now, we're going to take a quick break. You were listening to the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. I'm Ryan Lovelace. We'll be right back.
Bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any 2, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
Paula, tell us about how you came to shop at Chattanooga Auto Square.
Well, I was introduced to it from my husband. He purchased his first Range Rover years ago. And then occasionally I'd start asking him if I could start driving it. I would confidently recommend them. I mean, they make you feel like family from the moment you arrive. Being in real estate for like 34 years, you really come to value and appreciate the level of service that Range Rover gives you. Chattanooga Auto Square, luxury lives here.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight.com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go.com? Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom.
The summer sales event is on at Cleveland Ford, and I'm here to tell you the car business is back. Cleveland Ford's inventory's back with over 100 new Fords in stock. Discounts are back, so prices are down, interest rates are down, and rebates are up. In addition to all that, Cleveland Ford has up to $2,000 in trade assistance cash available that you can use as a down payment or to pay off your trade. So hurry into Cleveland Ford today, because with all they've got going on, now is the time to buy.
Peyton Southeastern is hiring. You have the potential to earn over $21 an hour with new progressive pay rates. A $2 night shift premium, plus you're eligible to earn a $5,000 stay bonus. Peyton's in Cleveland has open interviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. and then from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
I told lead 17-14. Give us a call, 423-614-6499. An update on Walker Valley. A minute and 25 left in that game. McMinn County has a 4th and 1 on its own 40. They have one timeout left. Translation, a 4th and 1 for McMinn County. If they don't convert, then Walker Valley can run the clock out and win a region championship. Meanwhile, if McMinn County wants to keep going in this game, they obviously have to convert. They're on their own 40, so they're 60 yards away from a win with 1:25 left, so not a lot of time. If they can get in field goal range, they can tie this one and send it to overtime, which would keep us with you for a lot longer. Meanwhile, going through our final scores as we wait on that one, I mentioned, give us a call, 423-614-6499. Bradley, they beat Bearden 46-14. Bradley, they are the number 1 team in the state. They are going to the playoffs. Obviously, they are 10-0. Next week, they will host Westridge at home. You can listen to that one on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. Meanwhile, Cleveland, they get the win against Hardin Valley. They finish up their season with a win. They will travel to Jefferson County next week. You can listen to that one on Mix 104.1. Walker Valley, they will either play Clinton or Campbell County at home, depending on the result of this game. And you can listen to that one next week on 99.1 The Fiesta. Meanwhile, other games around our area, Polk County and York Institute, they just entered the 4th quarter with York Institute leading 33-12. Ooltewah's up on Howard Ooltewah beat Howard 21-6. Silverdale, they beat CAK 35-27. McMinn Central falls to Chat Central 62-55. Ray County, they beat East Hamilton 29-28. Baylor, they beat Knox Catholic 42-0, and McCallie and Lipscomb Academy are all knotted up at 28 in the 4th quarter. Some teams going to the playoffs. McMinn Central, they will host Watertown, and then Ray County and East Hamilton will both travel in the playoffs. It's just all about determining playoff seeding. And Walker Valley, they force a stop on 4th and 1. They take over at the McMinn 40, and with McMinn County having one timeout left, Walker Valley is 2 kneels away from winning the region championship, meaning they would travel to Campbell County. Walker Valley coming up big up at McMinn. Walker Valley dropped one game earlier in the region this year against East Hamilton, but they make up for it essentially winning the region championship. Don't want to jinx anything yet, but they are 2 kneel downs away from that. Meanwhile, give us a call, 423-614-6499. I think we're going to keep it here while we wait for the last minute and a half of Walker Valley to finish up. Talking about Bradley, I mean, it's the story all year. A lot of people say 10-0 was the expectation. It's been a long time since Bradley had a season this good. A lot of people will say this is the best season Bradley has ever had. I mean, Josh Heupel at the game last night watching Boo Carter, who's committed to play at Tennessee, an absolute stud. And if you look at this Bradley offense, Caleb Martin, Boo Carter, I mean, if you want to look at the depth, Jackson Wilson, an all-state running back, is not even your first option in the backfield if you're Bradley. And not only the offense, but the defense has been pretty good for Bradley. I don't have an exact number, but 5 or 6 Division I commitments just on that team. They go 10-0. They're the number 1 team in the state. They're the team to beat in 6A, and they will start their playoff run at home next week against Westridge. Meanwhile, Cleveland, they beat Hardin Valley. They secure their spot in the playoffs on senior night. They will travel to Jefferson County next week. And if we just want to dive into the season for Cleveland this year, they started off pretty strong with wins against Cleveland and McMinn before dropping at Walker. They then won 3 straight at Farragut, at Ray County, and then at home against Red Bank. 3 good wins. Then it felt like the wheels fell off. They went through a brutal 3-game region stretch where they went at Bearden, hosted Maryville, and hosted Bradley. All 3 games they lost, and they need to beat Hardin Valley on senior night to go to the playoffs, and that's what they do, closing out Hardin Valley 29-3 tonight for their 2nd region win of the year. Bradley wins the region, Bearden 2nd, Cleveland is 3rd in that region, and Farragut is 4th, so that win over Farragut proving big. And Maryville, they miss the playoffs. Maryville misses the playoffs. And it's been a long time since that happened. They go 6-4, 2-3 in region play with losses against Bearden, at Bradley, and against Farragut. So a big development there. But an even bigger development, if you're into private school football, Lipscomb Academy scores a touchdown to take the lead over McCauley, 34-28. Meanwhile, we are waiting for the final seconds to milk off the clock at Walker Valley. And while we do that, we're going to take a quick break. You are listening to the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. We will be right back.
My son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one. And there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great. And their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any 2, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Here is Brian Poole, owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services.
It's going to be a least expensive cremation and funeral option facility. The good thing about Serenity is a big spacious facility. Chapel seats over 200 people, 3 big visitation rooms there. We also offer a discounted funeral service there, $4,900. That'll be the casket included in our services, and you won't feel stressed about your facilities. You'll have plenty of space there. If it's a $995 cremation or a $4,900 funeral, we're going to still give them a
And McMinn County has gone final. The Mustangs, they win their region 17-14 over McMinn County. That secures their Region 4 5A championship. The Cherokees of McMinn County finished as the runner-up. Another stat, if you're into that, is the first time Walker Valley has ever beat McMinn County in a football game. They had played 14 times before tonight. Walker Valley was 0 for 14, and they come away with a big win when it matters most to win their region championship. Congratulations, Walker Valley. Definitely going to be a great ride back to Charleston, and they will not have to go far as they will host Campbell County next week. You can listen to that on 99.1 The Fiesta. Meanwhile, running through our other local teams one last time. Last chance to call. Hit a little buzzer beater. 423-614-6499. Bradley, they finished their undefeated season. They are ranked first in the state. They beat Bearden 46-14. They will host Westridge next week. You can listen to that on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. Meanwhile, Cleveland, they beat Hardin Valley 29-3. Cleveland, they finish in the 3 seed, and they will travel to Jefferson County next week. You can listen to that one on Mix 104.1. Ottawa beats Howard 21-6. Silverdale beats CAK 35-7. McMinn Central falls to Chat Central 62-5. McMinn Central will be the 2 in that region. Therefore, they will host Watertown next week. Ray County beats East Hamilton 29-28. Baylor beats Knox Catholic 42-0. And those are all the games we have finals on as of right now. McCauley and Lipscomb Academy are still locked into one right now, with Lipscomb Academy leading 34-28. And York Institute leads Polk County 33-12. Last chance to give us a call, 423-614-6499. See if you can hit a buzzer beater as we are signing off. It's been a great regular season. It's been a pleasure to take you guys through the regular season after every Cleveland show when I've been able to be here. If not, it's been Andy and whoever he brings on the show. So we just want to thank you guys for a great year of listening and calling. But we'll be back next week for the first round of the playoffs. Oh, look at that. Looks like we have a caller. Caller, you're on with the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz.
Yeah. Lovely said that Maryville was out. Maryville's still in.
Maryville's still.
Valley would have had to have won for.
Okay, so Maryville is still in. I must have read that.
Yeah,
wrong.
Maryville's still in. Hardin Valley would have had to won for Farragut to be in, but Hardin Valley lost, so Maryville's still in.
Okay, well, I appreciate you correcting me. That's my bad. I saw Farragut beat Hardin Valley, I saw Farragut beat Maryville, and I must have read it wrong. I apologize.
Yeah, just letting you know, because I think Maryville will be traveling to Science Hill.
Yep.
And Dobbins Bennett will be going to Bearden.
Okay, so Bradley finished as the 1, Bearden as the 2, Cleveland as the 3, Maryville as the 4, correct?
Yes. Bradley will be hosting Westridge.
Okay.
Bearden will be hosting Dobbins Bennett. Maryville will be traveling to Science Hill, and Cleveland will be traveling to Jefferson.
All right. Thank you so much. I apologize for that incorrect statement.
All right. You're welcome.
Yep. Have a good night. Well, so there you have it. I was wrong. I've said that plenty of times this year. Farragut, they get the win over Maryville tonight, their first win over Maryville in 35 years, I believe I saw, but Maryville, they still make the playoffs. They get the tiebreaker over Farragut with their 6-4 overall record. And as you heard there, Maryville will travel to Dobbins Bennett. They will travel to Science Hill. Bearden will host Dobbins-Bennett, and Cleveland will go to Jefferson County with Bradley hosting Westridge. Give us a call, 423-614-6499. I'm sure I've said plenty of other things on this show that need correcting, so I'd love to hear it because I am nowhere close to perfect. Running through our final scores one last time, Bradley beats Bearden 46-14. They will go to Westridge. Walker beats McMinn 17-14. Walker wins their region. Bradley wins theirs. Walker will host Campbell County. Cleveland beats Hardin Valley 29-3. They will go to Jefferson County. Next week, Ottawa beats Howard 21-6. Silverdale beats CAK 35-27. McMinn Central falls to Chat Central 62-55. And Ray County beats East Ham 29-28. And lastly, Baylor, they shut out Knox Catholic 42-0. We'll be back with you next week here on the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. But as for now, from all of us here at the station, I'm Ryan Lovelace. Shout out to Ashlyn in the back running Mixed TV. Kind of had a two-man show today. No Andy, no board op. I'm on board and doing the show. And Ashlyn's running Mixed TV back there. Gideon threw in some assistance. But from all of us at Mix 104, we want to thank you for a great season, and we want to let you know we're not going anywhere. We'll be back with the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz next week after the first round of the playoffs. But as for tonight, have a great night and have a good weekend, everybody. We will see you.